Yo! Howdy, gang. Welcome back, Income Delivery. Tried to do a little research after the last session. It does sound like these two quests are bugged for a lot of people, but also there's a decent chance it's because of the perk mod. Everybody says that Perkaholic breaks a lot of shit, and I'm not using Perkaholic necessarily, but, just anything that edits the perk files is probably stuff like when we have to go and wait in that family's attic. It'll check to see if you have the perk that makes it if you don't starve when you wait or not, and like that's still in the game, but it's under a different ID now, I'm sure. So both of these quests are broken for the time being. Some people say that progressing the story, like even just by one objective, will fix some things, so I can do that and come back, but also I did find a more up-to-date version of the mod, which I installed, so that might fix things as well. I've already tested it and it doesn't work as is, so I guess we should move on to a story thing like interrogating this captive in Merhojed. So that's what we're gonna do at first. That's the plan right now. We are currently starving. I guess we should read a book real quick. Just try and pass some time. Right, the anus. I think I understand what this one's trying to say now, too. I think it's saying that you, like, cut around the anus, and that just makes, like, a sleeve. Like, you just pull the whole skin off from there, because you have, like, a big gaping hole where the ass was. And you take everything of the skin off but the butthole. It just slides off like a sock. And, there was already a hole there, so it's not like you're missing much. Of course, you could have started with the mouth as well if you wanted to keep the ass intact, but in terms of, like, taxidermy, you probably don't want to keep the ass intact.
I hope I can be of... Farewell.
Deal with fire. I made a deal with the fire. This man's eating a bowl of soup. You just threw that shit on the ground, dog? What the... Oh, it's your tavern. He's bossing. Alright, now we're open. I figured it would open at 8. So I need to buy food. We're gonna eat horse. It's like a power move. Fuck.
Could do with a bite to eat.
I don't know why everybody thinks that horse meat's like gross or unethical or whatever. And yeah, I get it. They're loyal, right? They're kind of smart. They're basically like dogs in terms of intelligence, maybe a little smarter. But like, the Chinese eat dogs. There's none off about that. And like, we allegedly used to make horse meat hamburgers for like schoolrooms because it's like an untapped resource, so it was cheap.
Apples, melons, prunes. Sweeten up your day.
And, you know, horses are horny too. They breed like rabbits. Probably something you should probably be eating a bit more of for population control, you know. I've never tried it. At least I don't think it's possible. A school mystery meat's still horse. I don't know. I imagine it tastes like a deer, maybe. Or maybe just cow. It was used for hamburgers. Just some kind of muscular animal with thick-ass thighs. It must have something to do with the weird phenomena horse girls. Like, what's with that? Sound like fucking Jerry Seinfeld. Why is there just one animal that women are obsessed with? And like, it's not a sexual thing, but it's probably a sexual thing. I guess they like dogs too. In that case, it's also definitely still a sexual thing in a gross way. But like, there aren't monkey girls, there aren't squirrel girls. Or monkey boys. Everybody likes monkeys, they're hilarious, they're like stupid looking humans.
Yeah.
Oh shit, no, we're good, we're good. I forgot to do the sound test, but it looks like all my settings saved, which is a blessing. That's the whole reason we changed software, is because the settings weren't saving. I didn't give a shit that it was out of date, it worked. Yeah. Look at that poppin'. Yeah. You love being forced to play on low medium settings. Fucking cry engine. Yeah, I started playing a longer game, so I don't really have much to talk about. Also, just bouncing between a few roguelikes. I know I said I beat Hades a long time ago, like I did get to the epilogue, but like I'm so close to getting all the achievements and then I'll install it. I have like 2 left to get. One is beating it with like 16 heat, which I'm close to. I'm slowly working it, but I'm just trying to grind out everything else while I'm doing that. And the other is the fucking butterfly challenge. I always get like hard stuck at like 20%. I need to get up to 30. Which is just beating rooms without taking a hit. Not hard to do with a ranged weapon, but I don't use the ranged weapon every run. I just stick with whichever one's got the buff on it. Which is almost pointless at this point. I have most of the upgrades and shit. And I killed a boss in Rogue Legacy 2. Not great at the game, but I'm making progress. I'm on the verge of beating another one, and I'll have like 1 more area left. And then when you get to New Game Plus, I guess the game really starts, because then you're strong enough to like go through a whole run and kill multiple bosses. Maybe do the whole thing in 1 run. I'm having a good time with that, but I'll wait until I've killed all the bosses before I talk about it extensively. What, the sinking city was like 6 beans or something, so I picked that up. It kind of feels like it should be a stream game, but I'm not sure, because, like, you know, it's got mixed reception. It could be, like, something that's grueling to play on stream, but it's also something that I want to experience, so, like, probably check that one out on my own. I also don't know how long this game's gonna take. And, like, I think our plan is to play Psychonauts 2 after this, which I'm excited for, so, like, you know, nothing's gonna replace that in the queue. Maybe the Callisto Protocol, if that's good, but it's not out yet. I need to find someone to talk to, but there are no NPCs walking around. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a sick village or something, like everybody's quarantining right now. Means we're getting close to the midpoint of the game. Yep, White Cross means don't come in. Sick people. I came in anyways. Straw. It's probably easy as fuck to rob while everyone's stuck indoors, though.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
You know who I am?
Next to you.
I need to talk to that captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
Melikar Nolar.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy. And the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar. May the Lord watch over you.
You have to get permission from Melikar. Well, tell me where to find Melikar, you fuck. See in the big house. See the big bear in the big blue house. He's in one of these. He might be even just the one behind the shack with the captive. You've got to be a person of status at a house with a shack on your property, right? A lot of land. This guy's fucking loaded.
Mama.
Vincent.
Oh, the agony. I can't stand it anymore.
Let me, check a look at this door.
Make it stop.
Okay, well. Low res.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar. I can't bear the pain.
What else was I playing? Oh, Loop Hero. It's okay. I feel like if I had it on my phone, which I'm like 80% sure there is a mobile version, I'd probably be playing it more, but like, you just sit back and let stuff happen. For the most part, there is the whole world building thing, but it's kind of boring to be honest. Progression's really slow, you just You lose too much shit when you die. And you never know when dying's gonna happen, so, like, you don't just end the run safely at a village and keep 100% of the things. You try and hit the escape button right before you die, and then you only get to keep, like, 60% or some bullshit. I've killed 2 of the bosses, and it took, like, hell long. And, like, all my runs are still pretty identical, outside of unlocking a couple character classes. And if I have, like, 10 minutes to kill before I fucking pass out, sure. But, I don't know, again, the progression's just too slow. Everything feels the same when I play it. Dude, what fucking house am I looking for? Is it the one with the sign? Is this the base of operations? Because it's a building. What kind of building is this anyway? Is it a monger? A grocer? Daniel. Back at it again with the brown boots. Dude, who the heck? Store's open now. I don't think I picked it. Bedrishka. It's a nurse name if I've ever heard one.
Hey, stop that! Christ, that thief! Guard!
Who said that? You son of a bitch.
Don't move a finger. Surrender. You're under arrest for breaking the law. Got you at last. Now you get what's...
What?
You look surprised. I've got plenty on you, you scum. Public brawling, for one thing. Not to mention other troublemaking. You won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice...
How about you suck
Enough.
my
What
ass?
impertinence is this? Do you really want me to lose my temper?
Fuck you. Bugger. Only guard in this town, you're a weak son of a bitch. Gonna marry a boy like you. Oh hey, is that the Watchman? Can I go see the fucking captive now? Ah, yes.
There's something wrong with him, damn it.
Why didn't you tell me he was sick? I have to find this Malachar guy. 'Cause, 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 '
Christ almighty! I can't stand
It's
it.
Bruce Almighty. Dude, what house have I not been to yet? Does the map have like a good picture? I think that's just a gate. This is the farm. There's the holding shack. I don't know, man. Where is he? Are these people?
God be with you.
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands, barely come out of that alive.
Who's there?
And now the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with
Who's
the
there?
village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at Melikar's place. But then the disease came.
I was right. That is Melikar's house. He's just not home.
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Scarlet's was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhof stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. His old man isn't taking it well.
Smill.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias. The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying wounded at the stud.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
Tell me more about this.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying. No doubt the people will be next. Melikar's old woman's taken to her bed and it doesn't look good. Straw's wife and brother, more and more.
I'm sorry to hear it. Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, maybe he'll, like, pop into existence. Now that, Isn't Skrull the guy we beat up?
Christ almighty! I can't stand it anymore.
There's the gate from the stud. Malakar's is on the left, Straw's is on the right. This is Malakar's home. What the fuck? Possibly ran away after I started beating people's ass, but like, come on, man. Helpful villagers still here. What you moaning?
Hey!
Then Matthias lies wounded at the stud. I think there's like a sick bay in the stables. There is.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
Yeah. You can't tell me my armor.
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Merhojed let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
Who is that?
Fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Merhojed still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Merhojed will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Merhojed, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
Nice.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melekar and Straw has sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhojed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Where can I find this?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside.
Alright, I think we got all the important information out of them. I mean, it looks fucking dead. Where's this guy? Please tell me Jonathan. Johan.
I'll be with you. I'll be with you.
Mm-mm. It's noon. Everybody has to be up and about. Helpful villagers still standing there. Did they like run to another fucking town to get help or what?
Christ almighty! I can't... what? No, go away.
Guess you weren't in that much pain.
It looks like he's caught up. Jesus, he's sick too. I'll have to try and keep him alive.
Melekar, holy shit.
Melekar. Aye, that's me.
I need to speak.
It's me, mate.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobola. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
You know Johanka?
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, But don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Good luck to you.
Well, Malachar, I ain't done talking to you,
Hey,
boy.
don't move a muscle.
What?
Surrender. You've committed a crime, and I'm arresting you.
Ah, I yield.
Got you at last. Now you'll get what's coming to you.
What?
That brawling and all the rest, it means nothing to you. Really? Well, the law takes a different view. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That
150 coins. More like 150 loins. Cause you can suck my dick.
Just my luck.
Shit.
Look, I can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in the balance between King Wenceslas and King Sigismund. High politics, you know? Not a peep to anyone.
my heart bleeds for you.
Beat your ass, boy. Boy! The name's Henry of Scallots. You best remember it next time you choose to arrest someone. Better not be him.
Good day. What do you want?
You're from Melikar's farm.
Yes?
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
Let's try it another...
Goodbye.
Well, that's not what I thought was gonna happen there. Oh, Stroll. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who ran off, so I doubt I can actually talk to him. Your cutscene?
What do you do?
Look, I'll beat your ass, boy! Do you think I'm an armed bandit or something? I feel like I might have accidentally skipped the cutscene. If there was one. Of course, there's a decent chance this man just wants to beat my ass because I picked his chest. Dead, bruv? Yeah, here you scum. Hit him with the old night bash to the neck, you know. Man, what a piece of shit. Just ask helpful villager. Maybe you can tell me about symptoms.
What's happened here?
Things are bad.
Plague? You... Thanks.
Take care now. What the...
Make it quick, though.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife, poor thing.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned Cumans, but they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Melikars.
Thank you, that's all.
Right, well, we probably have enough. I know what happened, I remember, but, what, symptoms, fever, chills, diarrhea, vomit. I think that's about it. We gotta go see Johanka for help. And hopefully the people here will take a fucking chill pill by then. I'll shove it down their throat with my gauntlet still equipped. Samo fish.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we're gonna cure a plague. This is the quest where you learn about alchemy, if you haven't engaged with it at all since the start of the game. Which you probably haven't. I mean, it's not like there are alchemy labs all over the place or anything. You have to find a lab, you can't just build one or whatever. Not in any of your homes. And it's sad because it's a pretty busted skill, just like it is in every game. You make potions and they're busted. The marigold decoction's already pretty great, but you can make better marigold decoctions, you know? Among other things, instant kill poisons, armor boosts. I think there's one that's like a revenant potion or something. Just brings you back when you die. You have to find all the recipes for these things, of course, and the actual potion brewing is kind of difficult, but the end products are what matters, and they are good. I wish I could say I like the potion brewing, but you'll see soon that it's very involved. Just takes a long ass time to get done. Johanka is in this building, I think. Treating the wounded from scallops in here.
What's going on there?
No.
Look at the state they're in.
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them
Just for a
dragged
while, he
himself
says,
in here with broken
to help
ribs,
your neighbours,
and now
he
he's
says.
going to die from
It's been
pneumonia and
weeks.
starvation.
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you good day.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My god, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhojed was attacked.
Oh god. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhojed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, This is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well. I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Nicodemus.
You wouldn't happen to know what Fritz and Matthew did here, would you?
Don't even talk to me about that. They weren't badly injured compared to most of the others here, and after lying in bed for a while, they got bored. So they started drinking. I'm trying to help people in dire need, and the two of them are drinking! With that cretin Elias.
They always have been thoughtless, but at least they were punished for it. Who is this Elias, anyway?
One of the ordinal monks who helps out here. He was the one who brought the booze. All three of them got friendly pretty fast. You know what they say about birds of a feather.
Flock together?
What kind of person is this Elias?
A timid kind of fellow.
And why is he being so hard on Fritz and Matthew? They're drowning in debt because of him, and it seems all they had was a small fight.
I don't know. He was the one who wanted to befriend them in the first place. I don't believe it's because of any property damage they did. It's got more to do with wounded pride.
Gambling debt?
And do you know what got between them?
I don't have a clue. 1 minute they're the best friends in the world, and then a lot of yelling and furniture flying around.
And someone
They
slammed his
Fritz and
sister.
Matthew out straight afterwards.
Thank you. That's all I need.
Let's hope things all settle down a bit around here now.
Oh, there's Elias.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
Whoa, whoa, hold on. These were your boys. Obviously intimidates my highest stat, but like, I feel like there's some kind of negative effect playing against that. Like, it's not as simple as just being massive. Some people just got bigger dicks or something, and they have like intimidation resistance. And then you have cases like this where like it's the same stat. There's obviously more. Such spite is unchristian.
Isn't that a little unchristian? You wouldn't want personal spite to ruin their lives, would you?
Well, those were just idle threats, really. If they come and apologize, there's always a possibility of forgiveness.
Good.
Good luck to you.
We had to go see them anyway, so that's a bonus. Insomniac, he made Spider-Man. Wounded Man, he's Spider-Man's nemesis. Philip from Skalitz, he's Philip. Skalitz.
Everything here is fine?
I can't stay here.
Hans from Skalitz. Izans. Scouts. Oh, I can sleep in this bed. Got bloody rags, everything I need. Might as well be a pair of used panties, you know? Any port in a storm, as they say. Ah, here's an alchemy lab. And Brother Nicodemus himself. What a name.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhojed. Your Hanker said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
Some.
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhojed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
All the animals are dead.
And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it?
Cure them. Yeah?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Can.
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
There you go.
Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study
wow.
Carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
God be with you.
The ass medicine. Talking about cure-alls like penicillin. Something you give to everybody. Alright, here's the book.
Where did I put those books?
Known by man is composed of 4 humors. Blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. What about pus? Is that what yellow bile is? I've never heard of yellow bile. Or no, yellow bile is like stomach acid. I think they just call it bile. So like, what's black bile? Shit. Phlegm is mucus, is what you hack out your throat. That one could be pus, I don't know.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
If these are imbalanced, the person's hale and healthy, but if there's an excess of one, swamps the body, disturbs. Okay, that makes some sense. If there's an excess, this stuff will be coming out of you. Like, you'll be coughing blood, vomiting, shitting, or hacking up other stuff. Excess of mucus also lead to euthymia. For example, the body endeavors to get rid of it by coughing, sometimes spasmodically. Leaves sores in the throat and mouth, trouble. It's not this. Plague caused by black bile fluctuations often exhibit many signs. These include fever accompanied by malaise, often altered spastic cough, perhaps even diarrhea when the body endeavors to rid. Sounds like plague. Great thirst, few days, sores erupt. There are no sores. Armpits, groin, black spots in the fingers. Is this why they called it black bile? Because of the black sores?
Nota.
In reality, it's not a thing. Yellow bile may lead to dysentery, manifest by various signs, primarily violent diarrhea. Vomiting is present only rarely. Other ways in which the inner humors are disturbed, blood weakened, such as by poisoning, which is manifest by fever and delirium, stomach ache, burning convulsions, bringing convulsions, convolutions. I don't know what the convulsing. What is convulsing? Is that vomiting? Is it just like seizuring, like shakes? Diarrhea, great thirst, person poisoned by gas, for example, in mines near swamps, stimulants often appear on a rash around the nose and mouth. However, the rash does not occur. That's interesting. Ingested through food or consumed. Poisoning is not transmitted between humans or animals. But if they all drink, for example, from the same source of water, the people infected as well as the animals, the often latter off and sooner.
Could it be? No, probably not.
I think it's just that last hint that's supposed to tip you off. The animals get it quickest, which is why they're all dead and the people are still alive. The place is poisoned.
Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in.
Nicodemus.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I could help with that.
Really?
Well, I'd like to.
I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
No, you don't.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it? Oh, yes, Merhojed. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus. There's one man there who needs your care more urgently than anyone. He's an important witness in the investigation of some murders.
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in order of their medical needs, not your worldly needs.
Damn, dude.
Take care now.
Okay. So, here is the book. Save your schnapps. Basically, any recipes that you've picked up will appear in this book automatically, so you have to keep open the inventory and look for shit, but there's also an auto brew function once you've made something a few times. Merhojed's remedy. So that's what I need. Valerian thistle and charcoal. And it should be on the shelf here. Charcoal, thistle, and valerian. Get that marigold decoction. How to make a savior schnapps? I should do that too. nettle, and belladonna. And is there like a marigold decoction here too? I mean, we should just make potions, man. No, these are all I know how to make. Dope. Okay, well, we'll start with the savior schnapps. Whoever drinks this potion saves the game, succumb death, even eternal life. Prepare wine, 2 handfuls of belladonna, and 1 of nettle. Boil the nettles for 2 turns. Grind the belladonna. Drop the belladonna and boil for 1 more turn. Okay, so Vinium is wine.
Please.
I won't get any sleep.
Please.
I just won't get any sleep.
Nettle belladonna.
Please, help me.
There we go. Two handfuls of nettles into the pot.
Please, help me.
Gross.
I can't stay here. I can't stay here.
Oh, never mind. The nettle just goes in. Done. To grind 2 handfuls of belladonna.
Please.
I can't sleep again.
Please, help me.
And you put that in the dish. And you take some more belladonna. No, okay, well. I guess it just goes as it goes.
Please.
Boil the nettles for 2 turns. I guess you only gotta do it once, whatever. I'm just confused, alright? So then, how do I bellow? Oh, Q. Gotta bring it to a nice boil. Alright, 2 turns. this in the cauldron. And give it one more turn. Distill.
I can't. I just can't.
Pour it right in, you don't need to distill it. Whoa! Yeah, it's complicated. I tried though. I should have gotten some experience. Maybe it's because I didn't use distill, I don't know. It's always confusing. Okay, so clean water, a handful of valerian, 2 of thistle, and some charcoal. He wanted water. Agua. Yes, man. Okay. Drop the thistle in the cauldron, boil for 2 turns.
I can't.
Add the valerian and boil for 1 more. Finally add charcoal, but do not boil. Drop the thistle.
Quiet.
I want 2 handfuls of thistle. There, it does let me take multiple, it just depends how much is in my inventory. So I guess I didn't even have enough for the Savior Schnapps. Okay, so this'll then boil for 2 turns. And we need to get the valerian.
What will happen to my family?
Okay, so boil 2 turns.
I can't sleep again.
Let me add this. Boil for another turn and leaves it cool, right? Then add charcoal. Drop some fucking wood turds in there. And, you know, just still it, dog. Uh-oh.
I can't sleep again.
Did I make it? Antidote! It's possible. Marigold decoction, unknown potion. That's probably my failures then. I'll make another one just to be safe. And I won't distill it. I don't remember how that really works, man. So, charcoal, valerian, thistle. So it was add the thistles. Need 2 handfuls of thistle.
Quiet!
I can't stay here. Please, help me.
I can't sleep again.
And the valerian. Toss that in. One more
I
turn.
just won't get any sleep.
Please, help me.
Need to cool. I don't know if it's like 1 turn per pump, or if I just overdid it significantly, which I kind of feel like I did, but I think if you just get most of the steps right, you're probably good. I don't know if leave the cool means wait for the fire to go out entirely, or just till it's done boiling, you know? Did it. So distilling is not a necessary step then. Get your perk in main level. That. Yeah, I want this. Yeah, I had point in speech too. I didn't mean to close the menu. Scary bastard. I'm still not sure if this means I get speech experience for haggling, or if it's just that I have like a higher speech level when I'm haggling, like it gives me a little bonus. Like, how much speech at level 12? It's probably fine. Trustworthy. No thanks. No, this one might come immediately in handy when we get back to Merhojed. So that's why we're gonna take that. Is there something I was supposed to steal here? Ah, it doesn't matter. We'll take ourselves a quick rest. Now we've got our potion brewed. And we no longer starve while sleeping, which is amazing. It's pretty busted, to be honest. We'll start riding at the ass crack at dawn, or probably show up around 8. Alright, so what do I want to talk about? I didn't beat any games. I don't think I finished watching any shows. Is there a food pot around here? There it is. I eat that. Oh, I remember. Tribes of Midgard. The Season 3 update just came out. It's the game's 1-year anniversary, so there's like a weird chicken event going on in the game. And I want to talk about it. I bought it a while ago, and like, I feel like the game has a weird identity crisis, and none of the reviews or anything I read did a good job at describing exactly what the hell this game was to me. So I picked it up thinking I was getting a sort of Diablo multiplayer thing, light survival game elements, but like in a more fast-paced roguelike setting. And also like some tower defense stuff, maybe. And like all the reviews I watched were like, yeah, the game's alright, it's fine, it's good, whatever. And they did a bad job describing it, like I just said. I don't fuck with these. So I got it on sale for like 10 beans. Played it with my brother. The matches go up to like 10 people, but you do not want to play at randoms. They're like really bad. They're not smart, and they just wander off and do their own thing, which is really inefficient for how the game was supposed to work. And like the chat window is really small, it's very easy to ignore. I don't blame them for not listening to me. And if they leave the game, then you're absolutely fucked because it scales with the people. That just sucks. Now, what is the game actually? It's pretty close to what I thought it would be. Like, it's got action-y combat, like, there's a dodge roll, you get abilities on each of your weapons. It kind of feels like Victor Vran in a way, without the jumping, and Victor Vran's actually a very good game, go play that. Yeah, it's still vaguely Diablo-esque, except you craft all the weapons. You get some as, like, quest rewards. The quests are weird, but, basically Ragnarok's coming, so you have about 14 days before Fimbulwinter starts, and every night monsters come attack the village to try and destroy the world tree that's in the center. And you're trying to kill a saga boss. Each of the 3 seasons that have come out before have introduced new biomes, a few new mechanics, and a new boss. So initially there was just the one wolf boss, Fenrir, and you had to like get a fuck ton of resources to rebuild a bridge over to his domain, and then you had to do other world objectives like events, strongholds, and quests to get fragments to actually open up the way to the boss fight. So you have to like rapidly grind the shit out within the 14 days. And then shit gets harder each passing day. The nights get longer, day gets shorter. You have to come back and defend the village at night. You can gather materials to upgrade the gates and add some towers. Literally some towers, like 2 on each gate. You don't get to place them. They're hard set towers, and it's fucking lame. There's no repair function, so you have to like space out upgrades to not get the gate destroyed. There are a couple facilities you can get to auto-generate the premium resources, like cut stone and planks and stuff. But then you also need to get the scrap to make your own gear. Also, I said Fimbulwinter's coming, so the world is getting colder every day as well. So if you don't get to the high-end gear in time, you will start freezing to death. Which is really fucking annoying. There are weather resistance potions you can drink, and a lot of the speedrun-y builds look for a rune that gives you a fuck ton of damage for being naked. And they just rely on the potions, but the ingredients for the potions are still kind of hard to find. As are the materials needed to make the high-end gear, which makes the whole thing a bit frustrating because the world is procedurally generated, and you don't necessarily have access to the stuff that you need. And like the giants that come periodically to attack the town, you have to go destroy them, and the only way to really kill them in a timely manner once they're too tanky is to have their elemental weapon counter. Like the fire guy, you need to get yourself an ice weapon, but how do you get the materials for the ice weapon? Well, you need to find an ice biome and kill a specific enemy. And I don't know, this shit's hard. It's hard to gather everything. I am yet to beat a saga boss. It sounds like basically everyone just becomes a trained speedrunner till they beat the game. And then once you beat the game, all there is to do is beat the game again. And do like the same thing, like because of how tight the time restrictions are, you're kind of forced into a metagame build, and you just don't have any room to, like, breathe or experiment. Like, if you get up to piss, you might as well just fucking throw out the whole game. You're stuck in there for, like, an hour or so until the run's over. Let's see, you get souls when you kill shit or gather wood or whatever. Just anything you do, you get souls. Use that to upgrade your vendors, which is higher tiers for equipment and stuff. It also makes them a little stronger. They can help defend the town if the gates are open. Am I going to Merhojed or nah? Oh, where the fuck am I going? How am I going the wrong way the right way, dog? There is some free building you can do, like you can make ramps to get up to plateaus, which usually have higher end materials hidden on them. But monsters destroy them, so you have to like use them and immediately get what you need, and it's fucking annoying. Not to mention the placement is just like ass. You get like a small grid around your character and you walk slow as fuck, and you can only place like one tile in front of you. And, like, you can rotate the pieces, or you can elevate what level they're on, but, like... I don't know, it's fucking annoying. It's hard to space out. And that was, like, the whole game, right? It's just frantic gathering. They look for materials that are kind of hard. Each game lasts about an hour if you're bad. You can speedrun it in about half the time, like a half hour once you get things down, but I obviously do not have things down yet. You level up periodically. You get to like level 10, I think, which isn't enough to max out a skill tree, but you pick a class and you're locked into that for the duration of the game. You get to pick perks from that, and they help. Though they're not all necessarily balanced, like some are clearly a lot more useful than others. Though there is a decent variety of them, like your shield guys, warrior guys, bow guys, support guys. They have, like, there's 8 of them, I think. Still, there's not enough to max out a tree, which feels very disappointing. There's like a bounty board at the village, that's how you get the quest fragments. And they just have you do random tasks. It could be something as simple as kill a bunch of wolves and talk to this NPC who's on the ass end of the planet. Or donate a specific set of equipment. It also usually sucks, because materials are hard to get. Stuff like that. What I do like about the material gathering is when you get higher end equipment, like better pickaxes, it just gives you more materials per hit. It's all one hit to harvest, but you get more materials out of each harvest hit. You know what I mean? It also just has more durability, but I don't know, it's interesting. And there's a pretty steep learning curve just figuring out where to get all the stuff. I don't know where to get most of the stuff still, and it sucks. Alright, looks like my bounty's been lifted. See, the second saga added boats. The boats feel like ass. They're kind of slow and jittery. And, like, there's just nothing to do in the ocean other than look for a beach to land on, which are kind of rare.
Well, now, look what's coming.
Jesus Christ.
Enough!
Talk to me, Melikar. Are we good?
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards! Sure.
There you go. The well water probably goes to the animals because it's dirtier than the spring. The spring's running water, so it's got a natural filter. What was I saying? Yeah, the boat feels like ass, and it came with another boss, of course, but whatever. I haven't gotten to fight any of them. Just too much grinding to get to it. We're close. I want to, like, squeeze out a W before I say fuck the game. But, I don't know. I've put, like, 19 hours into it, and I still haven't fucking gotten a dub, see? And we'll talk about the new content added in just a second. We've got NPCs to talk to. I forgot to mention the combat, it's just like you hold down the button and do auto attacks, and then you build up a little mana meter, which you can do like a click, a right click to do like a spin move or something depending on what weapon you have equipped. And the higher tier weapons have more abilities attached to them, so you'll have like, you'll be able to press E and you'll do like an aura attack or some bullshit. It's kind of cool, but I don't get to the high tier weapons often enough, sadly. I just can't keep up with the scaling in the game, man. It is a really fucking breakneck pace.
Please. No more suffering.
So, here I am. How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family, while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that
Who's the rest?
They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
May the Lord watch over you.
Right, there are a couple different weapon types. There's your fist, which suck. Swords, which come in 2 varieties with different movesets. Axes, which are a little underwhelming. The combo is too long on them, I feel. Like, they attack fast, but they have like a 4 or 5 hit combo instead of a 3-1. Which on some classes you get like a bonus on a certain hit in the combo, or you know what I mean? So it's like inefficient to use them. And the spells on all those are different. There's also hammers, which are 2-handed, so you can't block, but blocking kind of sucks anyways. You still get stat bonuses from having a shield, at least.
If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Was Nicodemus in Melikar's house? No. No, okay. So here's his wife then.
No, let me sleep. Go away, leave me alone.
Did the dog run away? What is that? What is... whatever.
God be with you.
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes.
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no, no.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Do I talk to Melikar? Do I give him the medicine? Yeah, I don't mess with hammers too much, but they hit hard at least, and they have a big AoE slam, which can be useful when defending. And they're bows, which were stupid. I mean, they're pretty good, to be honest. And, like, when you pair them with the arrows you have to craft, at least, but that means materials, which are, of course, expensive. But in the original version of the game, whenever you get attack speed boosts, which are great for melee weapons, all it did was increase the speed that the arrows flew at, not the speed that you fired, and that made them kind of fucking lame. They fixed that in the latest update, but still, it was lame. So basically I just stick to swords most of the time. Occasionally, if I see an easy quest objective I can knock out, and it maybe has like a high tier weapon as a reward, I will just go right for that, and that'll pick what class I go for. But normally I'm just, you know, you stick to the meta strat, whatever's been working best for you, or whatever is objectively the best according to the community. Okay, so... Another thing that's kind of lame is once Thimblewinter sets in and you're stuck in like a permanent night, the monster raids never stop, of course, because it's constantly night. So, at least 2 of you, ideally 3, you're gonna have to stay and defend the village at all damn times, and you're basically fucked. You have to retreat and abandon the world, because you're not gonna have time to go out and kill the boss anymore. And that's just really frustrating. There's an achievement for waiting out to day 15, which takes forever once that happens, but like, that's when we realized how unfair the mechanic was. We just sat there and defended for like 3 nights straight.
Hey, you! Are you deaf?
Where is Melikar? He's never at home, man. Does he not care about his wife? Does Johanka not want me to talk to his wife?
Oh, let me sleep.
You know, I bet this is like a second quest in my log, and the people I need to talk to are just marked. What was I saying? Alright, so the newest update came out, added a 3rd boss, a fire realm, new objective, of course, a new weapon type, spears, which are pretty cool. They're fast, they have reach, they're like an alternative to bows in terms of being able to hunt fast-moving animals. Still, it seems like they're overall not as strong as the sword still. So you stick to the sword.
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Ah, whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
And there's nothing wrong with German pride, I suppose, but what the hell is Tiger 1? Is that, like, a Nazi thing, question mark? And I guess that's why they would have banned you. I'm not familiar with it, though. Tiger 1. Tyler 1 wouldn't be beaten in this time period. German heavy tank, World War II, operated in the beginning, 1942. It's a World War II tank, dude. Why wouldn't it be beaten in this time period? Like, tanks have gotten a lot better, man. They don't get stuck in trenches anymore. They're fucking all-terrain vehicles. You basically need anti-tank weapons to blow one up. You can't just shoot it through the fucking face hole anymore and kill the driver. So you're just talking nonsense. It doesn't sound like there's anything offensive. You're just like, maybe thought you were a bot or something, dude. I don't know. Shit.
Thank Brother Nicodemus. Without him, there'd have been no potion.
I'll do that. Now open up that shed. Yeah.
Said they made it at the beginning of the war, man. Like, they even have better tanks by the end, and they still lost. Killed many allies and enlisted with it. What do you mean? Do you play World of Tanks or something?
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Mama.
I fucked you, mom boy. What, are you saying that you were in... Are you saying that you're in the German military currently? Is that what's going on? We already figured out that you're a troll, man. Like I said, you were talking nonsense.
Oh, sweet Mary, Mother of God.
I guess we gotta wait for him to get better.
No.
Why does nobody want to take the damn medicine from me, dude? Enlisted is a World War II game with infantry, planes, tanks. It's made by the same company that made the World of Tanks, or War Thunder. Oh, interesting. I was wondering when they were going to do a Combine game. They don't have the ships? That's lame. I guess the ship players would feel the most left out, and that would kind of reduce the map variety, but... I don't know, I feel like they should have just had all their things together.
Good day.
Good day.
Take care.
You know how many sick people, dude? Well, Matthias, is he still dying in here? Hey, you're putting words in my mouth now. I have nothing against you. I mean, I'm not one to feed trolls, but I'm just trying to figure out what your dilemma is. Like, you came in here telling me about how you got banned. I'm like, why'd you get banned, man? The American Idioth.
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Oh, this man's delirious. He needs
Just you
medicine.
drink this and you'll be fine.
Is this holy water, brother?
It is. Drink some and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
What do you mean it's your job? Saying that trolling is your job gives you the right to troll. I don't understand how trolling could be a job. I know there's some people who just, like, talk shit in chat because they're, like, installing a bot or whatever to try and fucking steal my IP or whatever while I'm streaming, but... Yeah, I doubt you're doing that. You're a friendly troll, right? Yeah, I do play Fallout. Wasn't a big fan of 4. I played it once, and then I tried to play again with mods, and the game just kept crashing. I didn't even mod it too hard, it just... I don't know, the game is a fucking piece of crap and a shitty engine. I didn't enjoy it. 3 in New Vegas are great, though. They still crash, but they're good on their own. And I also played the first one, which is like kind of unfinished and messy, but it was interesting.
Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Where does this man go? I can never find fucking Melikar. No, Melikar's got this stupid hat. It's not this guy, but...
Well, what do you want? Why are you keeping me?
Right. There was a big update for the Skyrim script extender or something to, like, fix the engine's memory leak. Happened, like, a year ago. That obviously extends to Fallout 4. The last time I played was before that happened. So, I mean, it could fix a handful of issues. I still don't like how gutted it is as an RPG. Like, it's just a fucking wacky shooter in an empty open world. There's, like, no fucking quests in that game. And I explored the whole map. Like, I literally went everywhere before I engaged with the main story just to see what side quests there were and stuff. And there were none. It was all main story related. There were, like, a lot of paths you could take. Like, the factions all branch out, so there are technically a lot of story quests, but... Where the fuck is Melikar? That him? That's someone. You got the stupid hat? It does. Man's always walking down the street when I'm looking for him, and he doesn't want to talk to me. Ah. You have AI mods, like, it made the enemies not stupid?
What are you doing here? Can't you see I have a cross on the door?
Don't worry, I brought a remedy from Sasau. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
Please end this.
You're gold, my boy.
Huh?
God grant you. Yeah.
What are you look?
Farewell.
What the hell is this kitchen? You can spawn in Diamond City, security agents, a bunch of raiders. Why you look so angry? Oh, I'm getting a little frustrated with the game. I'm trying to figure out who I need to talk to cure everyone in this village. The man told me, take care of Malakar's family and everyone else. Malakar doesn't want the fucking medicine, his wife doesn't want the medicine, and who the fuck is everyone else? Because nobody wants the damn medicine. And that's another thing I don't like about how Bethesda's quests have been designed in Skyrim and Fallout 4. They just tell you to do a thing, and then you have to follow the quest marker to find the thing. They don't give you directions or anything like that. They'll say cure everyone, and then you go look for 5 different markers. I don't think it's bugged. I did take care of 2 people, at least. There's one more named NPC who, like, ran away or something because I kicked his ass earlier, but... The main thing is I have to talk to this prisoner who just got better, so I can move on, I guess. This guy.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
The people who are lying down just tell you to go away because they're sleeping.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobbler.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's wise, because I'll put you down, boy.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Rattay executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I call him drugs is a bit of a stretch. I, like, boiled some leaves and dropped some charcoal in it. It's pretty gross, to be honest.
Like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief, and the chief had the coin minted.
I didn't even grind up the leaves, you just dump them in there straight. It's like something a little kid would have made. You just drop some grass and turds in a fucking cup and hand it to your brother and say, I triple dog dare you to drink this or you're a bitch. And you do it because you don't want to be a bitch. I was triple dog dared to take a shit outside before, and they watched me poop. Nothing came of it, I just got grounded for pooping in public, but... I don't know, kids are fucking weird. Why would you want to watch someone shit?
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks.
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
La-di-da.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Privislovitz, he ordered us to raid Merhojed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who, only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Privislovitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't...
See ya.
Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh.
I just want money, mate.
How did you know about Privislovitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock.
Moorcock.
I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about Privislovitz.
Why did you attack Merhojed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. Privislovitz was only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to Privislovitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Merhojed gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Merhojed's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Privislovitz and decided not to show.
And does this Merhojed know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Merhojed, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
Mm-hmm.
You said you used to bring other things.
You just, like, wipe the coin with your ass first.
To me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Merhojed too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Merhojed to the chief and back. That's all.
Alright, well, you're just a courier.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I've already told you everything I know.
Well, you can deal with the executioner or the villagers.
I can't deny you've been cooperative. I'll do my best to see you get a quick end.
Am I gonna fast travel back to Ratai or what?
I think old Straw's come for the brigand. Step back from that Eden, young fella.
Yeah, nice stiletto, young fella.
Just like that. Shut the fuck up, you weasel! I can't fucking shut. You don't even get a say. Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's... Don't stand in my way, Melikar! Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
You've no right to kill him, that won't be very Christian.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That Orson killed my boy. He won't leave Merhojed alive.
He's gonna get justice.
I've got no time for your drunken babbling, Straw. That bandit is going with me, and if you try to stop me, you'll get hurt. Is that clear?
So that's your justice, is it?
Yeah.
This fucker killed my boy, and now you want to kill me instead of him? A fine fucking argument. You can all go to hell.
Yeah, that's right, fuck you, Shrill.
What do you want? Bye.
God save. Sure. Farewell.
Excelsior. Alright, it sounds like it wants me to just talk to the captive and then I'll probably fast travel out of here, which means I should just do another pass and see if I can hear everyone.
Lord, please end this. Please. Go away. Leave me alone.
May the Lord watch over you.
What was I saying before Mr. Trollman popped in for a little chat?
That was easy. He was talking nonsense.
We're talking about the new update, I guess, for Tribes of Midgard.
God, he's back again.
We went over the spears. They're alright. There's like not a lot of them, so overall they end up like not being a late game weapon, but when you get one as like a request reward, it's kind of pog. They have reach so you can hit guys through gates with them. It's kind of useful.
What happened?
Horror of horror.
Jesus Christ.
That...
Thank you.
Sure.
I can't stand it anymore.
Huh.
They're like...
No, let me sleep.
Get the fuck up!
What the god? No, let me sleep.
Hold on, let me see if there's like a definitive list. It's probably something I should have looked up to begin with. Obviously they added like a new fire biome, which means more weather shit to deal with, and a new boss, which I haven't encountered. So, like, overall not much changed in the main saga mode. There were some balance changes. They added a new ability to each of the characters. Made it so everyone had iframes on their roll instead of just the warrior class, which is very useful when dealing with the giants. You do big slow AoEs. Kingdom Come. Your village. How we pure Merhojed, Find a sick in Merhojed before you head to Johanka. Take a closer look at symptoms. Melikar's wife. Point 1 or map. You had a chance to learn about her state during the previous conversation with Melikar. Vincent. Ask him every question. You'll receive a silver ring and a will. What the fuck? Should I be talking more to Vincent? Did I mess that up? Straw's wife. Do I need to find Straw's wife? I feel like I haven't even been to Straw's house. No, that's who Nicodemus is looking at. Daniel. That's the merchant. Bedrishka. You learn that the plague has killed her husband. You were asked to dig him a grave. Nobody asked me to do this shit. Brew the stuff. What are you looking at? There we go, here's a nice map. So, Bedriska, Daniel, and Vincent. In addition, you have to go to the barn, heal the bandit. So, Bedriska is point 1. She lives at the farm. She is the only person I haven't helped. I've met Bedrishka. I said that she had like a nurse-ass name, but we did not cure her. Just these two villagers. There is another house over here. Right. So, what they did do, though, was they made this optional survival mode, which before was just the saga mode without the bosses. It was kind of lame. You just survived forever. Which, like, if the game had actual towers you could place and not just the 2 at the gate, it maybe could have worked, but, like, no, it was fucking lame. There was nothing to it. Now, it's more of a freeform thing. There is no defending. The village doesn't even exist. The tree is still there, but it's just for decoration. It's at the center of the world. And you can, like, build houses now, even though the building is still pretty jank. And, like, there's a hard limit of, like, 500 pieces for all of your constructions across the entire planet, which is incredibly low. When you put, like, wood floors on the ground, it doesn't remove the grass or bushes or whatever, so you actually have to waste some of those build slots elevating the house first. I kind of like what they did with the upgrading. Like, instead of just dumping souls into whichever vendor, you now have to get materials to upgrade the things. Or you have to kill a boss to get a special thing to make a crafting station. And, you know, that feels more video gamey at least. They made the whole world space bigger and progression slower. Materials are just less common, so, like, it makes it feel a lot more grindy. But, like, none of the other mechanics have changed necessarily. Like, you're still one-hitting trees and rocks and whatever. It still feels like there's very frantic gathering. The combat's still very fast-paced, which is fine when you're on a tight timer. But, like, when you're just free to do whatever, it feels like lackluster combat. And you still quickly end up with an abundance of materials, so, like, there's only a few armors and stuff in the game. And normally it's okay, because, you know, you make the armor, and then that's it. Like, you're gonna have to make it again in an hour when the game ends. But now you make it, and you're stuck with it for the rest of ever. And there are a few different sets you can get for different reasons. They have, like, bonuses for weapon mastery. or just weather resistances, but still, you'll make all that rather quickly. Oh, it's like kind of lame and underwhelming, especially with how shitty the building feels. Which the building's just something to do. There's not like furniture or anything. You're not getting attacked at night. So like there's no reason to actually make a house other than to make your shit. Like the crafting stations, I mean. Now, as like a tutorial, it kind of works in that it like teaches you where to find everything. You have time to breathe and get to know the world a bit better. Learn about how to make boats and shit. You even have access to a level 90 character instead of level 10. So you have like all the skill trees available at once. And that lets you experiment a bit, figure out what classes do before you even unlock them. And you know, that's pretty cool. Dude, where the fuck is Bedrishka? It's pretty cool, but it's not something I would stick a lot of time into because it's just like a shitty version of Valheim, or more specifically V Rising.
Who are you?
Rest easy. I'm here to bring you a cure.
A cure? Oh, good.
I cured the sick, finally, thank God. Okay, now I'm supposed to go see what's-his-face. I have to take the captive to the jail. That's cool. We'll go do that then. They'll fast travel us out of here. And it'll make a save, and then... Are we on time? 2 hours. And it's fine. We've got time to dig around. I want to see if, like, any of the quests are fixed over in Ujits before they expire from time. Yeah, when the game came out, like, a little over a year ago, it was a unique spot in the market. There wasn't a Diablo-style survival game, but the tower defense elements weren't there. And, like, it was too repetitive in nature. The timer forced you to, like, metagame, and that kind of blew. And, like, now that it has made, like, an attempt at becoming a normal survival game, it, like, more effectively fills that spot, that niche that it could have had. But it just doesn't do things well because it's all still built around the time constraint mode, which makes things feel unsatisfying. And, like, you also just feel bad because you've been trained to speedrun until this point, and now you're, like, going slow, and it's just like, ugh, I feel like I'm playing wrong. But, like, now we have V Rising, which can be a little grindy, but there are plenty of settings to, like, reduce the grind to being almost non-existent if you aren't into that, and, like, the combat is has a lot more depth in it. It's literally based on fucking battle, right? Like, a lot of builds you can do to make yourself feel more unique. There's less restrictions in terms of that, like, you can swap out abilities on the fly. Still got the weapon type things with abilities. That's like almost exactly the same between the two things, but the attack speed feels better. The hits feel a lot more weighty. Enemy AI is a bit smarter. Just more interesting stuff going on. The building works a lot better in V Rising. Like, V Rising's just a better version of what the Tribes of Midgard has just tried to become. Now, the speedrun mode still has some perceived value, Like, I'm still gonna keep playing until I squeeze out a W, unless I get that frustrated. But, like, overall, the whole thing was kind of like a lackluster disappointment, and, like, I'm especially mad at reviewers for failing me on this one, because they just couldn't explain what the hell this game was supposed to be. Alright, they want me to report to Sir Radzig. I don't know, I don't want to, like, say don't buy the game. You're free to give it a try, but one, make sure you have friends. I would say at least 3, because with 2, it ain't really working out so well. And just, like, I don't know, be prepared to only play until you win, I guess, or beat in all 3 of the bosses that are currently there. I respect that the developers are adding new content for free, like new mechanics and stuff, new biomes, new bosses. It's a long while in between them, like the game has only been out a year and it has 3,000 players, which is pretty low. It had 30,000 when it first launched and they quickly fell off. You can see like a big plummet in the graph.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm sure it made like a spike upwards once this new thing came out, but I don't think it's going to be enough to like change people's minds of how the game felt. There's just like not enough reason to keep playing. Unless you're into doing the same thing in like a ritualistic routine. Which you might be. I like farming games. I like Death Stranding. Like work things where you just do the same thing over and over, but like there's depth to those. It's all just not enough, man. I think I'm pretty close to being done with the game, because, like, as I was just saying, V-Rising is basically just a better version of everything that this game was trying to do. And, like, I have V-Rising, I like V-Rising, I've actively playing it with my brother, who I'm playing Tribes of Midgard with, and, like, we both agree, we should just be playing V-Rising. And, like, if we want to change themes from Vikings to vampires, we'll go back to fucking Valheim. Which, goddamn, that update cannot come out any fucking sooner, because I really want to play more of it. I just ran out of content. We have like this fun dynamic where I'm the fucking computer player and he's the VR player. Because there's a really good VR mod for the game. It has like full motion control support and like the building works great in it. You know, the different perspectives make us use different weapons rather than just us arbitrarily choosing. Like, in VR, the bow works a lot better, but the spear is very difficult to use. And, like, building's actually easier for him, so he spends a lot of time building while I do most of the grunt work, which is easier because you don't need to swing your arms at trees and rocks and stuff. You just hold down the mouse button, like, that works better. The different control schemes kind of relegate our jobs and class roles or whatever better than the game does on its own, which is interesting. The Forest has a VR thing that's like official and not a mod. We've been thinking about playing that together soonish, maybe. We have a big list of shit we have to get through. We were trying to play Hunted to Demon's Forge, which we knew was going to be, like, bad. It has mixed reviews. It's made by the Gears of War team. It's supposed to be a fantasy thing. The melee combat in it is just so fucking bad, so you're better off using ranged attacks, but, like, that also doesn't feel great because they're not guns. You just have, like, shitty cover shooter mechanics, and, like, everything hits way too fucking hard. And there's like this weird organic leveling system that slowly makes the game become less frustrating, but being in the early stages, it is fucking frustrating when you can only carry one revive potion or one health potion, and you don't do much damage. Your shields break after just a couple hits. Like, I don't know, the game like is actively forcing us away, and we are trying to stomach it. But there's potential for it to be fun. Well, I bought us It Takes Two. I bought us fucking Sniper Elite 4. Deep Rock Galactic. Like, we've got plenty of stuff to play together. I don't know when we'd actually get to the forest. I think this is the Bower property right here in it. This quest won't be draining my meters anymore when I try and test things. Now that we've got that skill, it lets our meters not do anything when we're standing still. Was 21 the cutoff? I mean, we'll just wait here because why not? We're not losing anything anymore, but there's a decent chance this quest is still broken. And we gotta check it on to priests too. It's no biggie though, like we're good. We were supposed to head this way to get to Talmberg, at least for the main quest, so that's what we're gonna go. Nah, this quest is still broken, shit. Oh, that's fine, we'll just sleep more while we're here. Until like 8, I guess, when people start waking up. See if we can't talk to the priest. And if he's still broken, we'll have to head to Talmberg. Well, technically speaking, I can resolve this quest by murdering the vicar. I don't want to do that though. I think we still miss out on the reward. We just don't have to deal with the quest being failed. Did you get a legendary sword for finishing this one? The St. Peter's sword. There's something special about the Sword of Peter. It's not like the Spear of Destiny, like I don't think it's the one that killed Jesus, but it's something like that. It killed someone important or it protected something. Probably killed a demon or something. I think Peter's the one who fucking guards heaven. Let's see if we can't find nothing about it. Sword of Peter. Sword of St. Peter's, Polish, Holy Relic. Oh, so this is a real fucking sword. Not just a mythical thing. Apparently there's a Peter reunion in the Chronicles of Narnia. Something like that. Cut off the right ear of the high priest's servant at the time of Jesus' arrest in Geshtemir. There, so I was right. It looks like a machete, honestly. Like, it's got a fat blade. It's not pointy at all. Pretty cool. Like a paddle. Spank someone with it. It was used to defend Jesus before he got crucified, so I was close. Like, it's loosely related to the Spear of Destiny. Except it was used to defend Jesus rather than to kill him. Cut someone's fucking ear off with it. Probably how St. Peter got the job to, like, guard the gates of heaven, right? Trust that man with my life. He tried his darnest. Any demon that tries to get through is gonna lose a horn.
God be with you.
Farewell.
Damn it. Okay, well, those quests are broken and we will fail them, so let's just pretend. You have to go talk to Radzig.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this next quest is gonna send us up to, like, Skalitz, and after that, we have to do, like, a stealth segment at the church. I feel like that's the next big event coming up, and that's, like, the midway point of the game. After you get out of the church, things get really action-y. Means I should really try and get Privet Slavitz online. Like, I don't know who to talk to for that. I think it was Master Tobias, but he, like, ran off somewhere. That's a woman's lot. He did a woman's lot. It sucked. Band of bastards up there. Is it just... No, I see. He's on Radzig. They are together.
Yeah.
hell was that?
The hell was that? This is Talmberg, so we're close. The garrison nearby. I think this is where they stay for the rest of the game. I know the final battle happens at Talmberg, I think. There are 2 final battles that are big, I guess, but... the end game one is at Talmberg, I think, and, like, over here, Vranik, this big stockade, this is, like, the big bandit camp that nobody notices, even though it's right next to Sasau. You go raid that at some point, obviously, but it's just sitting there. It's there the whole game. We've been over there looking for treasure. So y'all have already seen it. It's very obviously some kind of fortress, like a stockade. Not a permanent installment, something set up recently. Can I send the dog home anyways? Like, why do I have the debuff? It's kind of annoying me that it's there. The dog's like, his obedience meter never went up, no matter how much I praised him or fed him. I felt like I was doing it frequently when I first got him, at least, and it just wasn't working, so I stopped. Yeah, I discovered an accident, mine. Oh shit, what happened here? There's the camp in it. It's Sir Radzig. Some free food, you love to see it. Huh. The Radzig gives out this quest. I guess he would have the authority to appoint me as bailiff or whatever.
Henry. I hear you on the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
Oh yeah.
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
That conversation was not meant for here. It's like 3 quests. It could be that one, it could be this, so this could also be Band of Bastards. I think Band of Bastards is the one with the sword, though. You tell them that the event's in Merhojed, they'll, like, make a save, but starting shit makes a save, too. Guess we'll see if this is.
Can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
Well, I thought since we chased the bandits out of Pribyslavitz, the roads would be safer.
Ah. Criticizing your liege lord, are you? And what, in your opinion, should he do about it?
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it. Just that it surprises me.
Easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. You're quite right. The roads really aren't safe. Mostly due to one thing.
My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Pigstein. Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot, mostly former convicts, but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Excuse me for being so bold.
Okay, that sounds like Band of Bastards.
Surely you can find a more respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable. And I'd say you fit the part. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
Who is this Sir Kuno of Rickwald?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwald, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers, which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion. Mercenary? Well, let's just say he has his own particular approach to certain matters.
That sounds a little worrying.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now and again he needs reminding not to step over the line.
All right. I'll go and report to him.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province. Good luck, Henry. And watch out for yourself.
I will, sir. Thanks.
God be with you.
Yep, that was Band of Bastards. Alright, well, I'll tell him about Merhojed while we're here.
I've returned from Merhojed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Good luck, then.
Me Lord wants to talk?
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasau, and solve this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can rely on me, sir.
And the bravest warrior shall go to Valhalla.
Good luck, son.
Whoa, I got strength, bro. And just give me points and everything, or what? Horseman. Strong thighs save lives. Heavy duty pony. Warhorse won't shy at nearby foes unless no one hits them. Horse will never throw you outside of combat. And go with that. Mountain combat kind of sucks, so there's no reason I would ride it into combat unless I'm running away. In which case, you know, my horse is it usually doesn't throw me, I get pulled off. Stronghold, carrying dead. That's something we do often. More damage. This will apply to my great sword. Now this sounds stupid because you have to chase down enemies, and it can be stupid, but like in terms of reducing group combat and keeping crowds manageable, this is actually a really useful one to have. So I think we will go with this. It's something I really hate about the Souls-like trend. You know, like, they all try and make the same kind of combat at the very least, and it just... Yeah, it feels great for one-on-ones, but... not for groups, and like, these games always try to throw groups at you at some point, and it always fucking blows. Is this from the ashes? I'm looking for it so hard, but now I think I'm on a timer, so I'm supposed to go meet this guy now. You know, so like everybody keeps going with this combat as if it's the definitive version of RPG combat, and like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty alright. It's getting better with like the moves added in Elden Ring. Like, groups weren't so bad to manage in that game. But as a whole, it's not perfect. Like, sometimes you just want to play Devil May Cry as an RPG instead. Something like that, just like, not necessarily flashy combos, but like just big sweepy moves. Like that, like Dragon's Dogma, that's what I should have said. There are times where even something like Gauntlet can feel refreshing. Or like, you know, the combat's simplistic and it doesn't necessarily have big sweepy moves like Dragon's Dogma did, but, you know, like, the enemies go down fast. Darksiders, that's as I should have mentioned. You know, that's like one of my favorite franchises. We've played all of them. Combat Darksiders 2 was fun. It had great group crowd control, I mean. And good one-on-one. Like, that was fucking fantastic combat in 2. And 3, well, obviously went to a more Souls-like combat style. And that felt like a regression. That's like the perfect example of going from 2 to 3.
This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
Fuck. Stick to the last nub, dog. It's not hard. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, blue's an expensive color. Burger sword's worth more than I thought it'd be. Merchant sword. The long sword. I'll take it.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind.
Man, there's a lot of good shit in there. Some charcoal looks like shit.
Looks like that wagon was loaded with charcoal. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe I'm on the right track. This way. Blood. Another clue. I must be going the right way.
That's my dog in it. There's blood.
I'm on the right track. Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something. This way. It looked blood.
There's more blood. You got something to say, charcoal burner?
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
What happened at the crossroads?
What?
Bro, I see the trail of blood.
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it.
But...
Damn, Henry.
If you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
That works.
Good luck to you.
Red Cat Boya. Is he up there? Is there more camp this way? I saw the trail of blood moving more this way.
Blood.
Yeah, there is more camp. There's Broya. Broya, ya boya.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. A decent chance of doing normal persuasion, actually. evidence of...
Funny you don't know anything, when there's a trail leading straight here from the wagon.
I don't much notice what goes on.
Your not taking notice might cost you dear.
And what exactly are you going to do to me then?
Nothing for now, but when I get back to Rattay, I'll tell Sir Radzig that a charcoal burners gang from Rovna ambushed a wagon, killed the merchants and stole their goods.
Yeah, right. Because everyone knows charcoal burners are thieves and killers. Well, let me tell you, that's not at all what happened.
And what did happen?
You out.
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Alright, give me his key.
Who are you?
Hello, scum. Talk and you'll live.
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Merhojed. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Merhojed disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Merhojed that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of.
Something like that.
That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try.
Do I have level 3 first aid?
Tell me more about the knight.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
That's the knight.
Ah! Damn it! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
God damn it.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Nice porn stash, old man. You can knock it right off your face. Shite. He's running off with the coin. stuck in the fucking river. Never heard of no high-speed horse chase because this shit happens.
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn.
Ah, come on. Let's give that another shot. It did just make a save. Hello?
Yeah.
You go this way? Yeah, there's a trail here.
Yeah.
There he is, the son of a bitch. That fucking wolf. Dog ran off. Do I have to shoot him?
Yeah.
Do I not have a bow equip? What's up? I don't have a bow equip.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys know I can't aim for shit. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Oh shit. Ugh. Ugh. Oh fuck. Oh, I can't believe you've done this to me. Ah, shit. Give him a big bonk on the head, yeah?
Cock it.
Piece of shit. Patch up my fucking wounds.
Well?
It seems I have finally met my match.
Oh, you met a strong man who has a stick.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
I will tell you nothing more.
How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad.
I am a thief, but you don't know that.
I'm finished. Anyway. Just as you are.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the...
What are you talking about?
Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye, if we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand
Yeah,
up.
bruv.
It is true our meeting has not begun well, but if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
This man Dutch? Why does he talk like fucking Tommy Wiseau?
What man was that?
Merhojed, the merchant from Sasau. Listen, I will explain everything to you. But
Maybe
first,
Swedish.
I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
Probably Dutch, though. I think the
You
Netherlands
will
are
introduce
just
me
the
to a
Germany.
certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sasau and see what I might learn there.
Alright, well, I had to go see Master Pfeiffer anyways.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sasau. I have some, loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
It is
Because
enough.
you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
Well, I guess that's about the same as me.
Alright then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
That
It's
sounds
fishy, bro.
It is simply that my master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one another, that is how it must remain.
Alright. Not important.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Sasau?
No.
No? What is it?
a city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include...
Is he Bavarian?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Didn't I already ask him that?
That sounds...
It is...
Whatever, I'll go see.
I'll go and see Master Fafar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sasau at the Wagoner's Inn.
The Wagoner's Inn. Alright, well, probably repair some shit. Get some free XP. Dang. Tailor kit, perfect. Wonder if that blue coupon's better than what I have. No, it's not. Sure does look slick though, goddamn. No, where's the tailor kit? And I'm guessing I don't have anything for the boots. Don't matter though. Well, it went better than I expected, considering how bad what's-his-face is being our ass. Black Peter? Was that his name? And we still have to deal with that guy. He's still waiting to ambush our bussy again right outside Teresa's house. Alright, well, let's make a stop in Ledechko. And then I guess we'll head back to Ratai and we'll probably take a sleep there, and we will talk to Master Fafar the next day. Or the next stream, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Matthew and Fritz probably have a quest, but it'll be a short one. I think we'll just have to talk to people. And the cat wants out. Maggie. Finally. Okay.
What was that?
Yeah.
It looks like I have to cross this river so I can make a turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why the dog keeps barking like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Did I get the health regen one or nah? I don't think so. We should though. That one's pretty good. On the other side of the river, so I just got to turn around right here and start heading east.
Yeah.
Rud. It's so hard to space out these fucking horse jumps. You gotta do it before you hit the fence. You can't just do it at the fence because you'll get stuck.
Yeah.
Bloody screen, so real. This is like watching grass grow. But on horseback. Am I at the turning point yet? No, we're already heading south, so I just gotta go south from here. Head right through the forest.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's any barriers, I can just head straight there. I need to get some gear for Pebbles, dog. He's a naked boy. Get some nice shoes or something, speed him up some. They sell it at the stud farms, of course. I just don't think I had the money for it when I was there last. I bought some spurs and that was it, because it gave me a fat charisma boost. And then I found spurs immediately afterwards and it was kind of tight. Good times. We haven't treasure hunted in a while, speaking of such. You gotta find the rest of that warhorse set. I wonder if there's a sword or something included.
Yeah.
Anything like the gloves or the freaking jerkin. Probably a pimp-ass sword. And I'd be very happy to see that. My friends, I come to you with a broken hand. Please do not shake it.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
My fuck, you should see the other guy. That's my favorite line.
About your brawl with the liars.
How the fuck do you know about him?
Your best friend settled the matter.
You're serious?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to him and promise you'll pay the debt somehow.
We won't forget this. On my honor. Thanks.
How do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Damn, son.
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe he'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
Goodbye.
Ah, we gotta pay peacefully, mate. Don't want to lose the job.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Hero work. Saving this country.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the arse. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Probably forcing you to leave.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
I know the feeling.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working at a mill, but not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Goodbye.
Alright. Is there like a wash bin I can use? Spruce myself up before I start convincing people to blood off my face. Nah.
I'm honored that a knight such as you...
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
Yeah, bullshit.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
Get off your fucking high horse, dude.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe. But they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill. And I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But...
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Well, I have to give him like a promise ring or something. Get a little chastity belt. But after that, they'll get the work done.
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. May the Lord watch over you.
Oh. I feel like I could have like beat him up and let them run this place instead, but you know, whatever. They're carpenters. They got work to move on to.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
I'll rebuild scouts or something.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her, and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
There's probably a better resolution to that, but hey.
God be with you.
These two troublemakers probably muck things up everywhere they go, yeah. Pestilence plant. Yeah, we can't do those. It sucks. Alright, well, we're just gonna head back to Perkstein and then we'll talk to Tobias next time. Probably gonna run to Black Peter on the way there. Should we try and fight him? Nah. We're at half health. He's gonna beat our ass. I do have a shield though. Maybe I can make this work. Drink a potion. Eat. We're gonna give it a solid try. Drink a savior schnapps. Alright, so save game. Fishy business in Merhojed. We're past that. Level in drinking. Alright. Try and lay this asshole out.
What's that? Who's there? Now we'll have another bout. I won't be robbed of my winnings by some lousy greenhorn. Ah! You'll get what for? Ah!
Later, cunt. Alright, that's 3 arrows. Yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. And like, if I get enough blocks, I won't get poisoned at all.
Come here, lily liver.
He's lost plenty of stamina. Hell yeah.
Dear God.
Stomp this asshole out. He's posing like, oh Christ. Agnes bird. Acknowledges that everyone picks their nose. And I'll just take all this stuff. Be in it. Got my marigold decoction back. That's probably good. Is pilgrim shoes any good? There's nothing wrong with my decorated riding boots, but they're noisy because they have little bells on them. Right, 3 armor and 18 charisma. Nah, those are just as bad. How about this? These are lighter and stronger. And they got more charisma because they're decorated. They got the gold trim, like in RuneScape. Common hauberk is 12. The vein braces are too good. This is 1 pound compared to 4. And this has significantly more protection. It might be worth it. Plus, it's got the gold trim. Means it gives me a charisma boost. Might as well. You can carry a lot of stuff. 12, 17. This is 21 pounds. Yeah, this is lighter and stronger. It's slightly weaker in some areas, but it's also falling apart, so it's probably overall better once it's fully dinged up. Never mind, I guess it's better all around. That -1 must be what's losing from being in ill repair. That's better all around. We got some good gear off this man. Plate. We're still not wearing plate. Pretty light. Wonder how that compares to one we have. Then this, is it better than my kettle helmet? It's not. It's heavier. 11 on the gloves. Those are the same. I don't know. I just don't like this kind of plate. It makes you look fat. It doesn't even matter, but it makes you look fat, dude. I'll hold off for riding cuirass. Got a lot of good shit from that, though. I got a lot of upgrades. Poisoned page sword? Is it like permanently poisoned? No. I don't know, I guess we'll carry around the shield. We'll lug it for now, until we get our stats even higher. It'll help us with the bandit camps. And like, Need to accept I'm not good.
Yeah.
With the mace, at least. That was the Trap Black Peter set.
Yeah.
We level up, and all we did in repair, right? Maintenance got 2 levels, damn. Every item of clothing you're wearing you repaired yourself adds charisma, sick. Weapons you repair have a stronger attack, but get damage, sick. It, like, encourages me to not even use the fucking grindstone anymore, you know? No, my maintenance is at max level, so we don't get... It's fine, we never launder our clothes anyways, it's like too time consuming. You just take them to a shop and they get cleaned off when you repair them there.
Everyone here! Quick!
What's that? Do that.
Somebody help!
Surrender.
Is that Teresa?
Hey, you! Bring it on.
Halt! What happened?
Surrender. You committed.
What happened? Stop!
Now you're for it. Nobody gets away with shooting at people here. Understand? Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice...
Dog, I didn't shoot at no one. I was defending myself from Black Peter.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you must...
Do you think I'm...
Ah, fine.
Alright.
80 coins.
Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
Yeah, whatever. 80 coins is a pittance when you've got gold trim.
I hope I can be a... Take care now.
Alright, what have we got to sell? Burger Sword, Heavy Shield, Merchant's Blade, Aegis Sword, Robber Baron's Sword.
That's stolen. What are you trying on me?
What? What's stolen? The Heavy Shield and Robber Baron's Sword, maybe? I know I picked those up from What's-His-Face.
Take care now.
Let's have a word about the...
Why not?
There we go.
Satisfied?
A nice sum. All right, so.
You just didn't want to look like a bitch.
Good people, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread.
Vegetable.
Pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
Good day to you. May the Lord watch over you.
Ah, this one has low visibility because of how dark it is. I should actually be wearing this. The defenses are better on it too, of course. Hunter's gloves, you know, just get money on those. Pilgrim shoes. Rusty nail collar. These aren't worth the weight.
Let's have a word about the...
Well...
Yeah, we're dealing in hundreds now, baby.
Since it's you...
I'd almost shake... This is a waste of time.
Whoa! Let me equip that fucking Saxon. Those are like the Scots, the Saxons.
Take care now.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye.
Are we agreed?
Close.
Why do I feel like my prices are lower here?
Aye.
Very sus. Did I miss something or nah? I don't know. How are my shoes doing? Do I need to repair them? I don't have a cobbler kit. 72%. Probably fine. I'll buy another tailor kit while I'm here though.
I'm honored.
Let's talk about...
Sure, why not?
What about this?
Well, now.
Very well.
We'll go see the cobbler. That Radzig's horse? It is. And why is the cobbler such a walk? Probably get you wear out your shoes just to getting to the guy, and then you gotta pay for repairs in addition to whatever you're trying to buy.
Good day to you.
Why you look so wet, dude?
Take care now.
Playing Fling Smash?
I'd like to Aye. What do you say? Well... Very well. See you later. Let's talk about...
I don't even know if this is worth it, like...
Can't
I could totally just do it myself now that I bought that kit.
Finally.
Well, he shined my shoes for me, you know? The ladies love shiny shoes. It means that you've got clean toes underneath, and you know how they feel about the toe suck. Probably not very good, actually. A working man does not have nice looking toes. I do. But that's because I'm not a working man. My hands are only now starting to get leathery. Only a little. They're still pretty soft. Feet though, they are pristine. Literally every other man's foot I've seen has been fucking disgusting though. It's my room? No, that's a stable. This is my room. Alright, I'm gonna put away that stolen weapon. And then we're good. We are good, people. We're gonna take a little sleep. Get a little resty. Wait as much time as time permits. Probably should have put some of those books away, but it doesn't matter now because we are done, guys. Actually made progress this time. I'm less frustrated. Finding all those people to give the medicine to, that was awful, but you know, at least the quest wasn't broken like those other two. And it's a shame that I'm eventually gonna watch the fucking quest failed pop-up happen. I'm gonna be like, I will foam at the mouth when it happens. But everything else has been working well so far. So that's good. And we made progress. We're gonna do more stuff. We made story progress. We did a side quest. We initiated a couple other side quests. Maybe one day we will figure out where From the Ashes starts, because I've been trying to do that for like 4 or 5 sessions now. It has to be this, because it has a picture of a building. Maybe Captain Robard gives it to me or something. What's up with this quest? It's in Ujit, so I don't want to go back there. But I do want to take care of this. That was a big camp when we went there last time. Just why we got holding onto that shield. You know, talk to Master Tobias. Maybe he stole Radzig's horse and that's why it's here. Anyways, guys. I'll see y'all in like a week. Hopefully. Bye-bye.